What's going on, traders? In today's video, you're going to get to see my daily report card. Plus, you're going to get to see how Tom and James fill theirs out as well. This daily report card is something that we give to Black Shirt Club members. So stay tuned. You're going to learn about the Black Shirt Club, and you're going to see how we're documenting and analyzing our trading every day to find those small areas of weakness and make improvements consistently. That's what trading is about. So enjoy the video. I know you're going to love it. What's going on, traders? Welcome to today's video. So we're going to show you inside not only the Black Shirt Club, but how Tom, James, and myself are tracking our trades every single day using what we call a DRC, or a daily report card. This is a topic that is discussed in the trading industry by a few traders, right, Tom and James? Like, this isn't discussed by everybody, but like some of the top guys, we have to give SMB a plug and Lance Breitstein a plug. Like, he's a big trader now, out there publicly saying, I'm documenting everything I'm doing and it's helping me get better. So that's like the inspiration for the Black Shirt Club. Now, if you're watching this video and you're new to our channel and you're like, who are you guys? I'm Austin. I'm the owner at ASFX. And we're here to tell you guys that the enrollment period for the next Black Shirt Club coaching session is open. We want you to come in. We're only taking 15 people and we've already got 5 locked in as of me filming this. So we've got 10 spots left for September 1st. Now there's going to be other programs. We're going to start the next one in January, but we want to fill this one first. So go to asfx.biz/BSC. When you go to that website, I'm going to show you right here, you're going to see all the information that you need to learn about what you're getting with the Black Shirt Club. But to be brief with you today, it's a private coaching session every single day with Tom, James, and myself. Plus, you get private weekly coaching sessions to walk you through our trader improvement workbook, which is automated spreadsheets and templates that track all of your trades, all of your habits on and off the charts, and everything you do to set yourself up, or maybe not set yourself up, for success. Because what we found is that a lot of the traders we're working with are doing some things really great, but they're also doing some things that are costing them a ton of money. And you don't know exactly where those areas of weakness are unless you're tracking everything. So that's what we give you. We give you the templates that you need. All you've got to do is fill them out. And by doing that, we're going to be able to pinpoint your weaknesses and help you make improvements there. Now, the goal is very simple. We want to scale people up. If you're not funded and you want to get funded, I just passed my second funded account today. Give myself a little pat on the back. Hey. Tom has been funded for a few months now. James has been funded the longest, right? If you want to be around funded traders and you want to get there yourself, this is what we're doing. Tom is a perfect example of this. So now we've brought Tom on board onto the coach's side because I want him to really be there to share his experience. So you don't just get one of us, you're getting all 3 of us. And plus, if you are not in ASFX, you get all 6 courses that we offer included. That's $3 grand worth of value included. It's only $3,000 for the 12-week program. So if you can be there, like I said, we've got 10 spots left. And before you sign up, read some of the testimonials that we have here so you can see what other people are saying. Like, it's not just me fluffing it up on a YouTube video trying to do some marketing bullshit. Other real people are making money and scaling up. That's the biggest thing. They're getting funded, they're getting more capital so they can actually trade proper and not have to worry about so much like forcing trades to make money, which we find holds a lot of people back. You know, if people were properly capitalized, I think there would be more successful traders in the world. Would you guys agree with me?
100%.
Yeah, I think people they burn out, right? Like over time, people, because they're undercapitalized financially and mentally, they just burn out. So we want you guys there. If you can be there, asfx.biz/BSC. But now let's get into these daily report cards. So boys, everybody's hitting us up on Instagram. Everybody's hitting us up on Discord. I want the templates. I want the templates. And I tell everybody, the only way you're getting these templates is if you come into the Black Shirt Club. So I want to show them exactly what we do, basically giving them the idea of this template, all the questions they need for themselves if they want to go and put that work in for themselves. But I think the thing and why I'm confident to give this out to people for free on YouTube is because the Black Shirt Club has this sense of professionalism, this sense of accountability, and you're working with people who have the success that you want, that's not duplicatable. You can duplicate a spreadsheet, but you can't duplicate hearing me take my trades, seeing why I see structure the way I do. That's what people want to be in the Black Shirt Club for. So let's get into this. Let's talk about these daily report cards. James, why don't you walk us through first? We've got yours pulled up. Tell us about your pre-trading routine. Why are these the things that you've chosen to focus on? Morning shower and stretch, meditation, daily devotion, and prayer. Why are these the important things to you? How does this help you set your day up for success?
Sure. So since started to use the daily report card that Tom graciously put together for us with his coding skills, I think that it's just really been helping my trading. So everyone has their own pre-trading routine that you put in, you populate in the habit tracker, as Austin will probably show you later on. But those are my 5. So those are my 5 that are individual for me. And I feel that that sets me up to be in a great frame of mind for trading and to start my day off on the right positive note.
I love it. Tom, why do you think most traders slack on their pre-trading routine? My guess is that they just want to rush to the charts and make money. That FOMO is like something they're feeling before they're even out of bed. Do you think it's anything else?
I think that's exactly it. Potentially greed, but preparation is key. If you fail to prepare to fail. You wouldn't see a sports star going straight onto court or the football pitch or wherever without warming up or getting their body ready. It's exactly the same with trading.
I love that. And they said Michael Jordan was in there shooting foul shots 4 hours before the game. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, Tiger Woods, he was out at the green, reading every green before the round. When they start playing on Thursday, he's out there probably Monday or Tuesday, reading every green, right? Feeling it out, licking the grass, trying to get an understanding of where it is, right? So Tom, tell us about your daily routine. Morning stretch routine, fill out higher time frame alignment sheet, and arrive at the desk. Now, the higher time frame alignment sheet, that's what you post in the VIP chat, right? That's like your bias for the day.
Yeah, that gives me my bias for the day. That gives me my watch list for the day. So I don't do anything until I've done that. I don't open any of my trading software. I don't open the Discord chat. I have to make sure that I'm prepared and in that zone before I do any of that.
I love that. Arrive at the desk with the water. I like the health side of it too. So if you look at mine is meditate for 10 minutes, drink 8 ounces of water, and do my 50 push-ups. So I'm really big on I got to move my body and I got to do the meditation thing, because I think those 2 things get my brain proper for the day. I think I make my best decisions when I do those 2 things, a little bit of blood flow and a little bit of meditation, because meditation also increases blood flow to the brain. So I think those are like my non-negotiables. That's why for me, it's like really important to get the health stuff on there before you even start trading. I want to show everybody why this stuff is important to be tracked. So the pre-trading routine, like James said, is populated down here. This is the Trader Improvement Workbook in the habit log. So you get to fill this out for yourself when you come into the Black Shirt Club. We give you this blank. You fill this out with what you want to hold yourself accountable to doing every single day to be your best self. And what it does is it tracks this on a weekly and monthly basis. It also tracks your trading errors. So when you set these standards for yourself on not repeating mistakes, on getting certain things on and off the charts done, and then here in your weekly, you'll see you'll see it as well. So it's in your weekly and your monthly breakdown. What mistakes are you making and what things are you doing well? So it's not like we're just clicking check boxes for fun. You're being graded on the things that you say you're supposed to do, and if you get them done. That's part of the Black Shirt Club. And that's how we hold everybody accountable to like a standard of moving forward, a standard of excellence, if you would. So let's get beyond that. I mean, after the pre-trading routine, beneath that, we fill out the news for the day, which each of us picked a different day here to discuss. Then we have the watch list for the pairs that we're looking at that morning. This was Monday. This was July 4th for me, so I was just looking at Bitcoin. Then we have our main objective for the day. What do you guys find yourself writing in here? Let's see. James put, my internet just came back on today, so my goal was to be active and get back into the swing of things. There's plenty of potential before New York session, which is why I was able to not execute to Wi-Fi, and I'm sure I would have capitalized. There were some great moves. I was on the Wi-Fi for New York. Nice. So your whole objective was like get back in the groove because you were having internet issues all week.
Correct. This was from yesterday. So I was just getting back into the swing of things, and yeah, that was my objective for that specific day.
Now, Tom says, my main objective is to make sure I follow my plan and process. It is the processes that make the money long term. Staying on edge and managing in according with the rules are what I can control, not the market or its outcomes. I need to stay focused on me. I love it. So it's just like a little area to pump yourself up almost for the day, right? Like, what am I really focused on? Am I focused on, if I say I'm focused on hitting a home run and flipping my account today, that's not normally a good frame of mind to be in, you know? So I think that the main objective is like a really good little way to get your day going. Now, the rest of this daily report card is really cool. So you fill this section in the middle out here as you take a trade. We're going to go over Tom's right now because he has his markups posted really nicely for us. And then after that, there's 3 really important sections to fill out. The question is, what could I have done to make more or lose less? I think that's a great question everyone watching should ask themselves after every trade. The next question is, what was the biggest lesson of the day? And then the last thing to fill out is the evaluation. What was the lesson of the day? What was like the theme? What do you pull out of today? What should you have done more of? What should, like, your just overall evaluation? So Tom has a GBP trade here for us to discuss. Do you want to break it down for us, Tom, so I don't have to read this play by play? They kind of can just see that you put a lot of detail into it, and I'll pull the markups up here.
Yeah, of course. So this was a D1 trade that I was taking whilst on ASFX TV on the Tuesday. And we were studying this trade because it was potentially lining up to be a grade trade at the time. So D1, as you know, go through the high time frames, go through all the variables, and it was a trade that I felt that I had to be in, given that we had the full higher time frame alignment from the daily, the 4 hour, and the 1 hour. And then
Higher time frames look so bearish. Your 1 minute markup in here is actually not in here. You put the 15 minute twice, so we don't have the 1 minute, but it's okay. But I see your higher time frame alignment. Market sentiment is very bearish here on the daily. Look at the EMAs fanned out here on the daily. Same thing here on the 4 hour. Perfect EMAs. L50 very bearish. So definitely bear everything here, bro. Super, super bearish for sure. So what did you like about the 15 minute here?
So as you can see, we've got the alignment through them. So when I came down to the 15 minute, we've got that perfect L50 again. We've got the EMAs in trend. So then I was just really looking to take advantage of anything where I could get short. So we've got the divergence at the Asian range high. So it's off that significant level. We break for a new low of day, which we then pull back and retest that key intraday level, which is the Asian range low. And then that's where I look to get short, and I take it off that retest, 50 EMA retest to the downside. And that's it, as simple as that. This carries on, I think it was about 7 hour over the course of the week.
It was a huge rip for you. But I think we have to talk about is like, it's beautiful to look at how nice it falls. How do you manage this as it chops its way lower? These are 15-minute bars. So sometimes it's down 10 pips, up 10 pips, down 10 pips, up 10 pips. Like, how do you manage this? And I think speak to the people who struggle to stay in winners.
So I manage it just in accordance with my rules. It's difficult at times, and this is why CHF pairs aren't the best, because they don't really move in straight lines. Not that any trade does, but CHF pairs definitely don't. So it was just a case of sitting on the hands. You'll see it in many of the books from these market wizards that patience and sitting on their hands is where they make their most money. It's tough. It's not easy, but there was no reason to get out. We don't break above the 21 EMA for a body. The L50 stays in the sell zone. On the 1 minute, we stay in the sell zone. There is no reason to exit this trade.
No, none. No. Well, great answer. Well said. So now when you go in to do your evaluation on this trade, biggest lesson of the day, 2 big lessons you said. Put your stop in the correct place the first time where your trade idea would be invalidated should it hit it. And secondly, when you have aces in your hand, get aggressive. You've cost your trading business money on 2 counts today. So explain the first one about the stop loss.
So I put the stop loss in the incorrect place first time. Like I say, I was live on stream and there was quite a few things going on, and I put it in a pretty aggressive stop. So you can see here, I put it above that pin, which was previous structure on the 1 minute. But I very quickly realized that if I was to get pinned there, my trade idea wouldn't possibly be invalidated, because we could do exactly what happened. We pin the 21, we pin the 50, and it moves back lower. So at the time I realized it, I was in a slight drawdown. So I reduced my position size that was able to extend my stop to give me the proper risk still. So I ended up taking a small loss whilst I removed some position because I was in a drawdown. So I cost myself a small loss there in the first instance.
But you made it back. And it's funny you bring that up, because I told Liam to do that today with his exact type of a trade. When you're coming off the 8 EMA like this, you have to be able to give it a stop loss. I think if you don't want to take a loss, you got to give it a stop loss big enough that it can hit the 21 and still hold the downshift so that it can still be correct and not just tap you out because the timing was a little bit off. Or you've got to have the tightest stop in the fucking world and be ready to get back in. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think that's tough. You got to be an aggressive scalper to be like that. Whereas I like your idea here. Why not just take the short here, put the stop in up here, and just be like you said, be quiet, leave it alone.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay. I love it.
So that was it. So that was the first part of the answer. And then the second one was I could have hit it with a bigger size.
Right.
I entered on small size for the grade of this setup.
So you said I didn't risk enough. You checked that off as a trading error, and I didn't place my stop correct. So 2 errors on a day, you still make money. And this goes to my point that I said to you today. It's so interesting when you track everything. You can be making money and still not being perfect, still have room for improvement. Traders don't think that. I'm like, you have to be open-minded to see you still make mistakes all the time. You have to be a student, and this is how you study. Really, it is. So tell me about this really quick before we go to James. This section down here, this idea generation section. You're doing 5-6 playbook trades a day. Is that really what you're doing? And you're just marking up ideas, D1 entries here, A2 entries here, and you're saving these markups?
That's exactly it. Yeah, I'm just trying to get my reps in by saving markups, doing some playbooks, idea generations. You can see that I'm just going through all of the possible entries for the day and then putting them in there. So any potential entries and collecting the data on this as well.
Yeah, I love it. So James, let's talk about yours. You had in your section another question to ask in the evaluation part here, which is what is the trade of the day, which I think you've added in now, Tom, for yourself, right? As we've gone forward.
Correct.
Yeah. So the trade of the day here for you, James, this was on Monday. You had GU as the D1. So let's pull this up. What did you like about this on the 1 minute here for the shorts? Because I do like this read.
Yeah, no, this was actually the trade. This was actually from yesterday, 6th of July. Today is correct. You were actually in this trade, and that's why I liked it. You called it the D1, J1. That I called this the trade of the day for me yesterday. So basically what this section is what was the trade of the day, whether you're in it or not. So it doesn't matter if you're in it or not. This was the trade of the day, in my opinion. I felt that this went really, really nicely. I just put the 1 minute on here. I have the 50. There's only space for one, obviously, link, but the 1 minute is there. And that was the trade of the day for me, that GUD1. And I think it ended up going like 6R or something like that if you had that entry, that specific entry.
Yeah, well, let me show you mine. So, and you can put 2 links in there just so
you can.
know. Yeah, what I was doing. So like, if you want to put 2 links in there, just put a little dash and then put the next link. They'll both pop up and then you can click on both.
Sure. Yeah. Then I can put the 50 minutes and the 1 minute. That's
exactly.
That makes sense. Yep.
So let me show you mine this was on Wednesday, you said, yeah? Yeah.
Correct. Yes, Wednesday, yesterday.
Yeah, so this is my journal of it. So higher time frames, fully bearish, 4-hour daily, 1 hour bearish. Here's my 15 minute, and then here's my 1 minute markup. So 1 minute is exactly basically where you have the entry marked.
We had the same 1 minute candle marked up. Yep.
Yeah, because that break of the 50 was the signal to me that we could go short with a stop, 15 minute 50, and get good risk reward to low a day. So I was like, all right, stop at the 50, which was this. See this shift bar right here? That was that open price. I was like, all right, I like that as the stop. The risk reward was 1.5R to low a day. I took 50% off there. I got a little bit more out here at like 118.80, and then I got tapped on the rest of it. My lesson from this one, so if you go look at my recap, I could have bagged more on this when it turned around on me on the 1 minute. See, it falls beautifully. Right here, 1 minute L50 comes into the buy zone. I should have closed a lot more right there. That's where I should have started to get out. But the lesson from this is good, and everybody will learn from this. Because I had 2 other trades this day. I had a losing position on NASDAQ that was like a wash. I lost 0.15% on that. And then I had a Bitcoin trade that I closed for a wash. But on a day where FOMC is coming and indices probably are choppy going into that news event more times than not, it was stupid to be trying to trade NASDAQ or even Bitcoin, really, because Bitcoin's going to follow NASDAQ most of the time right now. So if I would have just been in GU, if you read my evaluation, if I would have just been in GU and said, hey, I want to be out by 2 o'clock, USD news, FOMC, I'll get out of GU, that was the trade. And I could have managed it better and made more money trading less. So I take 3 trades, you make money, I'm still profitable on the day, but I could have made more if I would have just focused on GU and not gotten into the indices. You guys got any feedback for me on that?
Yeah, I agree with that 100%. I think that GU was probably also the cleanest trade. As I said, was my trade of the day, was your trade of the day. Just taking that trade would have kept you well up on the day.
Yeah, I didn't need the other stuff. Were you going to say something, Tom?
No, I was agreeing with what you were saying. And it's great that I really like how this format allows you to do that reflection. That's what the idea of this daily report card is, because it's now making you think and go back and think, how could I have made more money or lost less? And that goes back to that question, such an important question. And how can we improve every single day? It's forcing that reflection. It's great.
Yep. Other than that, I have a really good markup. This was my trade of the day from Tuesday. I'd like to share just as an A2. One of my favorite trades so far this week. Really nice lower highs, lower lows, right? You have your high of day, creates a new low of day, lower high from the high here, looking for another new low beyond here. 3R in 45 minutes. I really liked this one. Same idea here, GCAD, right? Stop at high of day. if I just, how can I share my other screen? Can you see my Safari?
No.
No.
Let me just change my screen real quick, everybody. Technical stuff here. And we'll switch to here just to show everybody what's good. Can you see it now?
Yes.
Didn't I tell you today, bro, this was the buying zone on Bitcoin? Come on, bro. Nailed that on Bitcoin today, right? Under that A2 entry. Yeah. Nailed that.
Yeah.
What I was going to show you is this. Same idea. GCAD on that markup. This is ECAD. A2, breakout, pullback, looking for the new lower low after a lower high, really second lower high here. Stop at high of day. Same idea. Stop at high of day, shorting a perfect L50 on an A2. It's a really, 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 really nice trade. Like, this is my new favorite thing. I'm telling you, I love this. I love this. So good. And look, like, you're extending off the EMA so well. Like, it's just beautiful. I love it. All right, enough. We've given everybody enough free value. So everybody listen, if you want to be a part of the Black Shirt Club, enrollment is open. September we start. We've got 10 spots left. ASFX.biz/BSC. Come work with us. We'll help you get funded. We'll help you scale it up. If you got a funded account and you want to get another one, let us help you keep your one and get you that second one or third one, whatever it may be. So Tom, James, any closing thoughts, closing remarks? I think we did good today, boys.
Yeah, I think that was a good video. Hopefully people get some value and we work with some great traders.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, everybody, let us know if you have any questions. Hit the comments, asfx.biz/BSC. Hopefully we'll see you in the Black Shirt Club. Thanks, everybody. See you in the next video.